Hello my viewer, good afternoon and welcome back to my channel. This is another Dio day and it's another episode where I'll be discussing what we call the factors of production. And first of all, as I start, I want to define what we call the factors of production, or what do we understand by the term factors of production. First, factors of production, these are tools that are used in the production of goods and services that are scarce, of which are required to satisfy the unlimited wants, so that's the human wants. So those are the things used in the production of these goods. And first of all, before I start, I want to list these factors of production so that you can try to understand them and figure out them clearly. So there are 4 factors of production that are used to aid the production of goods and services to satisfy the human wants or the human needs. First of all, among these, these 4 factors of production, we have what we call the land. That is the first factor of production. Then number 2, we have what we call the labor. That is the labor or work. And number 3, we have what we call the capital. Number 4, we have what we call the entrepreneurship. These are the 4 types of factors of production. If I may repeat, first we have what we call the land, the first factor. The second factor is the labor or work. And number 3, we have what we call the capital as the third factor of production. And number 4, we have what we call the entrepreneurship as the 4th factor of production. So next, we'll try to understand or to define or to explain further or to expound on these factors of production and give examples that exist that exist of these 4 factors of production. So first of all, the first factor of production, I'll start with land. So when I try to explain land, it is what we call the normal land that we know, the ground, the space, or we call where we step on. That is the first factor of production. And when we say factor of production, land include different resources that are found within the land. These resources may include the oil, may include the water, may include oil and gases, may include anything that grows or can be found within the land, when either through exploration, or maybe can be found through extraction, or maybe can be found through mining. All those ones, the resources found within the land, that is what make up the first factor of production, which is land. So the second 2 is what we call the labor. Labor, it is the work that we do. For example, if you are employed, you do some kind of job. That doing kind of jobs that you can produce some goods, that process of doing work, it's what we call the labor, and that is the second factor of production. So the third one is capital, and capital production may be either we have machinery, we have tools, maybe and some other items that aid the factors of that aid the production of goods and services that might be used in the production. So the other one is entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship is the investment. That this is the knowledge that one has in the production. The investor. These are the investors, or the knowledge that one has, so that he can invest some amount of capital to get some returns. So the next thing I'll be discussing, I want to explaining what are the wants of these 4 factors of production. So when you invest land when you utilize land as a first factor of production, after the utilizing of this land, the reward from this land is rent. For instance, if you have land and you do give some people invest in some activities, what do you expect after giving out this land to produce some items? You expect what you call rent as a reward at the end of the month. So the second one is labor. Whenever you do some work, maybe you work in an organization, maybe you work in a job, maybe you are a teacher, or you are a pilot, or you are a driver, whatever you get at the end of doing work is what you call wages. So the reward for labor is wages. So the other one is capital. Whenever you make an investment of a capital, that is interest is what we expect at the end of as a reward. I mean, as a reward after investing this. So the fourth one is the entrepreneurship. So when you do some investments in some activities, or maybe in some certain ventures, what do you expect after doing the investment is you make some profit. So the reward for entrepreneurship is profit. For a recap, first, when you the reward for a rent